It was time to change the odds. So I decided that my son would learn how to play football. Welcome back to Talking with Jazz with your host, Big Daddy O. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you do enjoy. And if you do, you could give us a thumbs up. It's free and it's fun. You could even write a comment. I decided I wanted to send my son to Auskick. He was not going to be an embarrassment on the football field, like me. I famously went to what they used to call Little League, which I think was the precursor to Auskick. And I didn't even make it onto the field. I just sort of ran around and picked daisies or something like that. I didn't get anywhere near a ball. And my brother, well, the bloke yelled at him, because that's the sort of thing you do in the 70s, is yell at kids. And he started crying. So he never went back to Little League, despite the fact that one of my best friends had an in on the whole thing. And his father was something to do with the Carlton football ground. So we really could have, achieved greatness. I suspect I just missed my chance. But this chance was not going to be missed by my son. When it was my turn, I enrolled him in Auskick. It's like a pretend version of football. Anyway, you do it when you're in prep, or I think grade 5. No, prep. They're just tiny little kids. Anyway, on Saturday mornings in Macedon, it's bloody cold when the football season starts. And there are these enthusiastic blokes who have had their training at the Auskick Academy, and they get all excited about teaching you what to do and how to play football. In fact, they actually taught me how to kick a football, which was a great revelation, because they laid out the technique for the kids and I was paying attention. So I could actually kick a football pretty damn well. Anyway, I became enthusiastic about turning up to Auskick. And I was able to keep my son interested in Auskick for a short while, because they had a sausage sizzle at the end, and it meant you got a sausage. And again, the volunteers that were part of this, I salute you. Good on you guys. My son, on the other hand, decided it was a load of rubbish. He would just lie on the ground surrounded by bits of Lego on a Saturday morning and say, I'm tired, which, fair enough. Grade prep. It's what it's called foundation now. I don't want to go out and run around in the icy field chasing a ball, or not chasing a ball, whatever. So I used to have to go to Auskick by myself, which was a kind of strange situation, because it meant that I was turning up, because they'd started to depend on me as, this probably should be in inverted commas, they referred to me as a coach. Of course, I really knew nothing, but I did know that, you had to kick the ball and whatever. And then when they'd play this game, so I'd be there without my son, he would not be part of it, and I would just be sort of coaching people and being an umpire, which again, I'd put that in inverted commas too, because I had really no idea. Then there was this day. It was going to be a very exciting day, because some real footy players were going to come down to Auskick. I tried again with my son. Come on, we're going to meet the footballers. No, he said no. He lay on the ground amongst the Lego and said, I'm tired. I sort of thought, choose your battles. This is not one of the big ones. I've almost given up on you ever playing football or, whatever, becoming a championship, So I went to the ground and waited for the moment when the professional footballers would turn up. And they did. And so the whole idea was that they would be meeting the kids and saying hi and all that sort of stuff. And they would, I didn't know who they were. They were from Macedon. Anyway, they turned up about halfway through the training session, and we gathered the entire group of kids running around like monkeys, Give us all the footballs bound, blah, 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 blah. Okay, put them all, and then we all gathered around the middle circle of the thing. And these professional footballers got out of their car. Now I noticed immediately that it wasn't quite right. Both of them were on crutches and could hardly walk because they were injured, and that's why they were, visiting the kids at Auskick. By the time they sort of finally made it out to the centre of the field, half the mums and most of the dads were saying things like, well, maybe we should choose a different sport because this does not look good. The kids they didn't get it. They didn't see this whole, broken men in their 20s kind of hobbling out. They didn't see that as a bad thing. They were pretty excited. And they were going to get autographs and all that sort of stuff, and they were sort of jumping up and down. But sure enough, there were a few less people at Auskick the week after. And, I have to hand it to them. They did a great job. They really put their best foot forward and try to get people doing activities and stuff like that. And there was even amazingly one little girl who was actually really fabulous. And that was, she could kick a ball like nothing else. But anyway, I wonder if they all ended up in soccer. Why don't you have a great day? Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the bell, the like button, make a comment. Tell me to go get lost. You have to interact. It actually will build, and we'll have something to talk about. Even if I end up pillorying you in the future video. No, I won't do that. I won't. Just have a great day.